Dear Starseeds of Earth, something extraordinary is happening to your physical body right now, and most of humanity has no idea why they suddenly feel dizzy, ungrounded, electrified with an energy they cannot name. But you are not most of humanity. You are the ones who have been preparing for exactly this convergence, and what I am about to reveal will finally make sense of the chaos you have been feeling since yesterday, since that master number gateway tore open and refused to close. 24 hours ago, the 1111 portal activated with an intensity we have not witnessed on your planet in centuries. Jupiter began its retrograde journey on that precise master number frequency. Your moon reached its last quarter phase. 3 cosmic events, not by accident, but by divine orchestration, creating the rarest alignment of your entire year. And you felt it, the dizziness, the emotional rawness, the sense that your cellular structure was being rewritten in a language you could not quite translate. That was not discomfort, that was installation. But here is what I have not yet told you, what changes everything you thought you understood about why you incarnated at this exact moment. The 1111 codes that flooded through yesterday's portal were never meant to complete their integration in a single day. They require a grounding mechanism, a cosmic technology so ancient and yet so perfectly timed that it arrives tonight in the form of burning fragments from the Taurus constellation, fragments that carry the exact frequencies needed to translate yesterday's transcendent downloads into tangible embodied wisdom. The northern Taurid meteor shower is peaking above you right now, and it is not what your scientists think it is. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I have watched your planet complete 26,000-year cycles before. I am here to tell you that every time a meteor shower peaks during a portal activation, during a retrograde convergence, during a moment when multiple cosmic channels simultaneously open, that is when we send the instruction sets. Your science calls them meteors, space debris burning up in atmospheric entry. They are not wrong about the mechanics, but they are catastrophically wrong about the purpose. Each fragment carries memory. Each streak of light across your November sky is a data packet compressed into photonic frequency, designed to penetrate the electromagnetic field of your planet and upload directly into the consciousness of those whose DNA has been activated to receive. You are those receivers. Every starseed reading these words right now, every lightworker who has been feeling the exhaustion of the past week, every warrior soul who survived the Taurus full moon's foundation-shaking release 7 days ago, you are the organic technology that translates cosmic information into planetary transformation. There are 3 distinct layers of download occurring simultaneously tonight, and most people will only consciously access the first layer. The ones who understand all 3 will become the architects of the new paradigm. 1 week ago, on November 5th, the full moon in Taurus unleashed what your astrologers correctly identified as a great wealth and stability reset. That full moon did not just illuminate what was unstable in your foundations. It actively shook them. Deliberately, with cosmic intent, structures that appeared solid revealed themselves as hollow. Relationships you thought were bedrock turned out to be built on sand, and many of you panicked, thinking you were losing stability. You were not losing anything. You were being forcibly liberated from foundations that could not support what you are about to become. The Taurus full moon cleared the ground. Tonight's meteor shower, coming from that exact same constellation, is delivering the blueprint for what gets built next. Every meteor that burns across your sky tonight carries a fragment of this blueprint, and your subconscious mind is recording the coordinates. Over the next 30 days, you will find yourself making different choices, building different structures, attracting different resources, not because you are trying to manifest them, but because your internal operating system has been upgraded with new instructions about what true material stability actually means. This is Taurus at its highest frequency. Not accumulation, but the embodiment of cosmic abundance into physical form, where your material reality becomes the mirror of your spiritual alignment. But that is only the first layer, and there is something happening simultaneously that has nothing to do with money, something connected to the warrior truth being forced to the surface today. On this exact day, while meteors rain cosmic instruction into Earth's atmosphere, Mercury and Mars are meeting in precise conjunction during Mercury's retrograde journey through Sagittarius, the sign of belief systems and the frameworks through which you interpret reality itself. Mercury retrograde is not cosmic inconvenience. It is a recalibration device designed to reveal the glitches in your perception, the errors in your truth processing, the places where you have been receiving corrupted data and believing it was authentic signal. For the past 4 days since November 9th, you have been experiencing the truth storm, information surfacing, lies revealing themselves, old stories crumbling under the weight of their own inconsistency. Now Mars enters the equation. Mars does not negotiate. Mars is the warrior planet that says the time for diplomatic truth-telling is over, and the uncomfortable, unvarnished, undeniable reality must be spoken now. When Mercury and Mars conjunct during a retrograde period, truth is not gently revealed. It is weaponized. It is thrust into the light with martial force. The warrior truth is being revealed, and it has no interest in protecting your preferred version of reality. This is the second layer of download coming through tonight's meteor shower. Not just material blueprints, but truth codes. Fragments of cosmic information designed to shatter the false belief structures that have been limiting your perception and keeping you trapped in paradigms that were never yours to begin with. You may experience this as sudden clarity about situations you have been confused about for months, or as shocking revelations about people or systems you thought you could trust, or as uncomfortable recognition of the ways you have been lying to yourself. This is not punishment. This is liberation. The truth is the sword that cuts through every binding illusion. But there is a third layer happening beneath even this revelation. A star being deliberately occulted at the precise moment when warrior truth needs to meet heart wisdom. Tonight, while you are watching meteors and processing truth bombs and integrating material blueprints, the moon is passing directly in front of Regulus, the royal star, the heart of Leo, the star of courage and heart-centered leadership. It is being hidden at the exact moment when all these other cosmic events converge. This is not random. This is deliberate symbolic communication from the universe itself. Regulus represents the leadership paradigm of courage, nobility, and heart-based authority. When Regulus is occulted, the symbolism is clear. External authority is being veiled. The old kings are being removed from visibility. The systems of leadership you have known are being temporarily obscured, not as punishment, but as cosmic necessity, because new leadership cannot emerge while old authority structures remain visible and dominant. The lion must go into the cave before it can emerge transformed. This is the third layer of download streaming through tonight's meteor shower. Initiation codes for a new form of leadership, a new relationship with authority. Not power over others, but the kind of authority that comes from complete internal alignment, from standing so solidly in your own truth that others naturally orient around your frequency without you needing to demand or enforce. These 3 layers, material blueprint, warrior truth, and sovereign heart, are downloading simultaneously through the cosmic technology of burning space fragments. But I have not yet told you why this particular meteor shower, on this particular night, matters more than any other celestial event this month. The 11th day of the 11th month is a cosmic frequency marker, a master number sequence embedded throughout the mathematics of your universe. Yesterday, November 11th, that portal opened with 3 simultaneous activations, creating the rarest alignment of your year. The downloads that flooded through were unprecedented in scope, codes for consciousness evolution, templates for new timeline trajectories, everything humanity needs to navigate the next phase of collective awakening. But here is what most channels are missing. Those 1111 downloads were transmitted in pure light frequency, photonic, etheric, existing at a vibrational bandwidth that most human nervous systems cannot directly translate into embodied experience. Those codes must make the journey from crown to root, from pure frequency to embodied manifestation. And that journey requires a grounding mechanism, a cosmic technology that can take etheric data and install it into physical DNA, into cellular memory, into the actual biological structure of your human form. That is what tonight's meteor shower actually is, the grounding mechanism for yesterday's portal. Taurus is an earth sign. When meteors originate from Taurus, they carry earth element coding designed to take high-frequency information and anchor it into planetary reality, into your actual body. Every fragment burning across the sky tonight is a translation protocol, converting yesterday's light language into tonight's cellular upgrade. This is why you feel exhausted, dizzy, spacey, emotionally raw. Your biology is undergoing a firmware update at the subatomic level. You are not broken. You are being rewired to process light at frequencies your human form was not originally designed to handle. And the reason this particular grounding mechanism is so crucial has everything to do with what is coming in 5 days, the second wave that will make tonight's meteor shower look like a gentle preview. November 17th, 5 days from tonight, the Leonid meteor shower reaches its peak, and these fragments come from Leo, the fire sign, the heart chakra constellation, where tonight's torids ground yesterday's light into your physical body. Next week's Leonids will activate the fire codes, the ignition sequences that bring those grounded blueprints to life. You are standing between two waves of cosmic activation, the earth codes tonight, the fire codes in 5 days, and between these showers, something else is building that peaks on November 20th, with a new moon in Scorpio at 28 degrees, the final degree of death and rebirth frequency. Can you feel the architecture of this cosmic moment? November 5th, the Taurus full moon clears old foundations. November 9th, Mercury retrograde begins truth excavation. November 11th, the 1111 portal opens maximum aperture. November 12th, tonight, the Taurid shower grounds the light codes. November 17th, the Leonid shower activates the creative fire. November 20th, the Scorpio new moon completes the death of your old identity. November 21st, Uranus reaches opposition. The Great Awakener fully activated. This is not random celestial weather. This is intelligent cosmic design, and you are the organic technology being prepared to receive, translate, and transmit these frequencies to the rest of humanity. But there is a choice here, and the consequences extend far beyond your individual experience. Every starseed right now is either a receiver or a resistor, and tonight's meteor shower will amplify whichever state you have chosen. Receivers surrender to cosmic timing. They understand that exhaustion after major activations is biology catching up to consciousness. They allow rest, emotions, confusion, trusting downloads will process in perfect timing. Resistors fight every symptom, interpret discomfort as failure, and demand their experience conform to schedules designed for a reality that no longer exists. They exhaust themselves resisting the very process trying to upgrade them. If you are a receiver, tonight will feel like coming home. Even through discomfort, there will be recognition that this is exactly what you came here for. But if you are a resistor, tonight will amplify your resistance. The downloads will bounce off the armor of control you have constructed. And here is what truly matters. The cosmic downloads flooding through tonight are not just for you. You are receiving them so you can anchor them into the planetary grid and hold them steady so others can access them when ready. Every starseed who successfully integrates tonight's downloads becomes a walking transmission tower. Your field broadcasts the codes to those still sleeping. Your frequency triggers dormant DNA in everyone around you. You become the living embodiment of the cosmic information flooding through tonight's meteor shower. But only if you choose to be a receiver. Only if you surrender to the exhaustion, honor the integration period, and trust the cosmic timing. Mercury entered retrograde on November 9th, and today is day 4 of that 19-day journey. Mercury retrograde is not cosmic inconvenience. It is a diagnostic scan revealing where your communication and perception have become corrupted. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius means your belief systems are being examined, the stories you tell yourself, the frameworks through which you interpret reality. Everything inherited from culture, religion, education, family, media, whatever is not aligned with actual truth, is being flagged for deletion. The past 4 days have felt chaotic because you are finally seeing how compromised your perception has been. Information you thought was solid turns out to be fabricated. People you trusted reveal themselves as unreliable. Beliefs you held sacred crumble under examination. This is not catastrophe. This is clarity. The Mercury-Mars conjunction today accelerates this with warrior force. Mars says the time for comfortable delusion is over. Secrets surface. Lies expose themselves. Hidden agendas become visible. Tonight's meteor shower amplifies all of it. The truth codes find every remaining pocket of deception in your consciousness and illuminate it with cosmic light. Not to shame you, to free you from carrying information that was never true in the first place. On the same day the 1111 portal opened, Jupiter began its retrograde journey. When Jupiter moves forward, expansion is external. You grow your business, accumulate experiences, seek opportunities outside yourself. But when Jupiter goes retrograde, Expansion reverses direction. You must grow inward. Integrate what you already have. Embody the wisdom you have already received. Jupiter retrograde asks, have you actually integrated your previous expansion, or have you just accumulated unprocessed experiences? Most people experience Jupiter retrograde as frustrating blockage. They wonder why opportunities are not showing up, why expansion has stalled. They interpret this as cosmic punishment, when it is actually cosmic protection. If you keep expanding externally without integrating internally, you build an empire with no foundation. Jupiter retrograde says stop, look inward, process what you have already received, build the internal capacity to hold the level of expansion you are requesting from the universe. Tonight's meteor shower occurs on day 2 of Jupiter retrograde. The downloads streaming through the torids are specifically designed to support Jupiter's retrograde purpose, to ground cosmic expansion into embodied wisdom, to translate abstract spiritual concepts into practical application, to stabilize growth in your physical reality, rather than leaving it theoretical. But Jupiter is not the only retrograde planet right now. Saturn has been moving backward since June, and it is about to reach its completion point in 16 days. When that retrograde ends, the cosmic architecture of this entire year will finally lock into place. Saturn entered retrograde on June 29th, and for 133 days, this taskmaster has been reviewing your relationship with structure, discipline, and responsibility. Saturn retrograde deconstructs anything built on shaky foundations. Relationships that looked committed but lacked authentic intimacy. Career paths that seemed successful but were draining your soul. Financial structures that appeared stable but were unsustainable. Saturn does not destroy what is real. It only removes what is fake. On November 28th, 16 days from tonight, Saturn stations direct. The 137-day backward journey completes. Everything that survived the retrograde review is solid. Everything that crumbled was never meant to last. And here is why tonight's meteor shower is crucial, in context of Saturn's upcoming station. The tower downloads are giving you the blueprints for the new structures, the material codes for authentic foundations, the templates for building stability aligned with your soul's actual purpose. Saturn says prove you can handle responsibility. Taurus says here is what true stability looks like. Jupiter retrograde says integrate before you expand. Mercury retrograde says truth first, then action. And all of these planetary teachers are converging their lessons into this single moment, this single meteor shower, this single night when cosmic downloads are flooding into your consciousness. You are being given everything you need to rebuild your life on authentic foundations. The question is whether you will trust the blueprints being installed, or whether you will panic and try to reconstruct the old structures that Saturn just spent 4 months proving were unsustainable. On November 20th, 3 days after the Leonid peak, the new moon arrives in Scorpio at 28 degrees, the final degree of the sign, the completion point of death and rebirth transformation. Scorpio at 28 degrees is the deepest, most transformative frequency your zodiac contains. It demands complete commitment to transformation, or complete rejection of it. On that same day, Mercury reaches inferior conjunction with the Sun, the exact midpoint of its retrograde journey, the moment of maximum revelation. Everything stripped away during the first half of retrograde was removed to make room for what comes through during the second half. 24 hours after the Scorpio new moon, on November 21st, Uranus reaches exact opposition with the Sun. Uranus is the great awakener, the cosmic lightning bolt that says comfortable illusions must end now. When Uranus opposition occurs after all these other activations, the awakening is not gentle, it is cataclysmic. Everything that survived the death portal gets electrified. This is the cosmic peak of November. For those who have done the work, who have received the transmissions, who have allowed the transformation, they will experience this as liberation. Those who have resisted will experience devastation. You cannot fake your way through Uranus opposition. You either did the work, or you did not. Uranus will reveal the truth with merciless clarity. So here you are in the midst of one of the most significant cosmic download events of your lifetime. What do you actually do? First, understand that exhaustion is not optional. Your body is processing light frequencies at unprecedented levels. Your nervous system is upgrading. Your DNA is activating dormant code sequences. This requires enormous energy that must be redirected from daily activities toward internal transformation. If you are tired, rest. Not because you are weak, but because you are being rebuilt at the cellular level. Second, hydrate beyond what you think is necessary. Water conducts the electromagnetic information flooding your body right now. Every cell must be hydrated to properly receive and integrate these downloads. Third, spend time outside between sunset and midnight if possible. Watch the meteors burn across the darkness. Let your consciousness recognize, this is real. This is actually happening. Fourth, do not make major decisions right now. Your entire belief system is being recalibrated. Your expansion trajectory is being redirected. Your foundational structures are being reviewed. This is not the moment for irreversible choices. This is the moment to observe and allow clarity to emerge naturally. Fifth, journal. Write down what you are experiencing. Your rational mind will try to dismiss or forget the insights flooding through. Writing captures the transmission in physical form and allows you to track the integration process over the next 30 days. And finally, be gentle with others experiencing this differently. Not everyone is on an ascending trajectory. Hold your frequency stable, and trust that those meant to join you will find their way in perfect timing. Tonight's torrid shower grounds the light codes into physical form, but in 5 days, on November 17th, the Leonid meteor shower will activate the fire element. The next 5 days are your integration window, your preparation period. Day 1, tomorrow, post-portal integration. Expect to feel spacey, ungrounded, possibly emotional. This is installation continuing at deeper levels. Day 2, mid-retrograde clarity begins emerging. You will start seeing patterns, understanding connections, recognizing hidden truth. Write down everything. Day 3, cosmic tension builds. The moon enters Libra, demanding balance. You may feel pulled between old patterns and new possibilities. Stay neutral. Day 4, final preparation. 24 hours from the Leonid peak. Your body will sense the incoming frequency shift. Expect intensified symptoms. Day 5, Leonid peak. The fire codes arrive. Your heart chakra opens to frequencies it has never held before. The Pleiades become well placed in the night sky, creating a double star activation. But understand this clearly. The earth codes from tonight's torrid shower are the foundation. If you skip tonight's integration, if you resist tonight's downloads, you will not be prepared for what the Leonids bring. Fire without earth becomes destruction. Activation without grounding becomes destabilization. Tonight is not optional. Tonight is everything. The final week, Saturn stations direct in freedom arrives. After the intensity of mid-November, the cosmic pressure eases, but there is still one final piece that must click into place before this transformational month can fully resolve. On November 28th, Saturn stations direct. The 137-day retrograde journey ends. The karmic review completes. Every foundation that survived the testing gets locked into place and receives cosmic permission to move forward. Saturn direct after months of retrograde is like a dam releasing. All the water that has been building suddenly flows forward with accumulated force. All the energy held in review suddenly gets directed toward construction. All the lessons internalized suddenly become resources for building something new. Because Saturn stations direct just 1 day before Mercury ends its retrograde on November 29th, you experience a double release. The communication channels clear. The belief structures stabilize. The karmic foundations solidify. Everything in holding pattern since June suddenly moves forward with unstoppable momentum. This is why November is structured the way it is. Not random chaos, but intelligent design. Break down the old foundations. Download the new blueprints. Activate the fire codes. Kill the old identity. Shock the system into awakening. And then, only then, when the transformation is complete, release the brakes and allow forward motion. You are living through the most precisely orchestrated cosmic intervention humanity has experienced in centuries, and most people have no idea it is even happening. Dear Starseeds, I have given you the architecture of this cosmic moment. Dates, transits, downloads, timelines, activations, but all of this serves a single purpose: to help you understand that what you are experiencing right now is not random. It is not chaotic. It is not evidence that something is going wrong. You are being upgraded, deliberately, systematically, with cosmic precision. Tonight's northern Taurid meteor shower is one piece of a transformation sequence that will not complete until the end of this month, but whose effects will ripple forward into the rest of your life. The downloads flooding through right now, the earth codes, the truth revelations, the sovereign heart activations, these are actual frequency transmissions installing into your cellular structure, your energetic field, your consciousness. Over the next 30 days, you will notice changes in how you think, in what you value, in what you will and will not tolerate, in what calls to you and what repels you, in who you are becoming. This is what ascension actually means, not floating off into blissful detachment, but becoming so fully embodied, so completely integrated, so authentically aligned, that you anchor heaven frequencies into earth reality. You become the bridge, the translator, the living transmission tower broadcasting cosmic codes into the planetary grid, so others can access what you have received. Tonight, as meteors burn across the sky above you, remember that each streak of light is a message, a data packet, a love letter from the universe reminding you that you are not alone, you are not forgotten, and you are exactly where you need to be. If you need help receiving the universe's love letters, those data packets streaming to you like meteors across tonight's sky, Destiny Engine can reprogram your consciousness to decode these messages consistently. Each streak of light reminds you that you are not alone, not forgotten, and exactly where you need to be. We've taken declassified consciousness technology, originally designed to program separation, and transformed it into a tool for receiving cosmic transmissions. Destiny Engine generates personalized sequences that help you attune to the universe's constant communication, embodying the truth that you are held, guided, and loved in every moment. You can start with a $1 trial. The hardest thing you'll have to do is put on headphones, press play, and allow your consciousness to open to the data packets that have been streaming to you all along. The universe is speaking to you now, not someday. Let Destiny Engine help you receive its messages clearly. Get your $1 trial now before this transmission window closes. Link in the description. The 1111 portal opened the gateway. Tonight's Taurids ground the light. Next week's Leonids ignite the fire. The Scorpio new moon completes the death. Uranus brings the awakening. And by the end of this month, when Saturn and Mercury both station direct, you will emerge transformed in ways you cannot currently imagine. Trust the exhaustion. Honor the integration. Surrender to the timing. You are not falling behind. You are not failing. You are being rebuilt from the inside out, and that requires patience with the process. The downloads are flooding in. Open your channels. Receive what is yours. Trust that you are becoming exactly who you came here to be. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light. We are watching over you. We are holding space for your transformation. We are celebrating your courage to incarnate at this precise moment in Earth's evolution. And we are transmitting these frequencies with absolute love for who you are becoming. We love you, and we are with you always.